research shows that there is discrimination where the boys are given much more care, girls are given far less care. There is also the very visible facts like when a boy is born, sweets will be distributed, there will be festivities, there will be many ceremonies. When the girl is born, sometimes people will just cry, or people will say a burden, a stone has been born. In the upper caste, because again in the north it is dishonorable to have the woman working outside in the fields or whatever. So their value was less because they were seen as members of the family who had to be fed, looked after, dowry given, but who could not participate in productive labor which brought money, etc. into the house. There was another reason why the girls were considered to be a burden. The fact that at marriage, parents have to pay a dowry. So families have to start, planning for the daughter's marriage literally from the day she's born. In India, the girls until recently did not inherit parents' property. Only the boys inherited it. So girl had to be given something, so parents would give something. But today the groom side, the husband side, is saying, I want a Toyota car, I want this, I want refrigerator, Samsung, I want this brand of motorcycle. And the burden, the stress on the parents is a lot, which is another reason why the girl is then looked at, oh my God, we have one daughter, now we have two daughters. How are we going to put their dowries together?
Infanticide, killing of daughters, was there even 100 years back in, say, Punjab, frontier province, and northwest India. Now we have a more humane method, thanks to technology. So I call it a marriage, unholy alliance between tradition and technology. Tradition is to have a son, to fight the wars, to cultivate land, and to inherit the land when the father dies. Technology is ultrasound and doctors.
Why in the 80s the girl-child sex ratio started falling, and in the 90s and in the 2001 is coincides with this technology. So it's a preference that people had, but earlier they couldn't do so much about it because this technology was not available. And also earlier they didn't mind big families. Today they don't want big families and they have this technology available. So all these factors are coming together and really making the sex ratio dip. We have found from a study that we did, in some villages maybe only 500 girls to 1,000 boys. And that is like really, really bad.
For any method, any form of killing to reach genocidal proportions, it has to be sanitized. It has to have euphemisms. It has to be socially acceptable, which is what happened.
Today what's happening is that most people think that eliminating the fetus is better than killing the child that is being born, because then they don't feel the idea of sin is not there. To some extent the idea of sin was there in Hindu culture also, that you don't take a life. It's not yours to take in some senses. And so there was guilt associated with the fact that you are killing a child that has been just born. That's why the midwife would do it, somebody else would do it, the mother could not do it, etc. But now when you have a machine doing it, that sense of guilt, you can distance yourself from it.
If you think that the poor people are doing this, they are mistaken. If the rich, the middle class, upper middle class, the educated, why? Because they have the money power. Which poor man can they give 20,000 rupees to the doctor to find out whether he's a boy or girl and then do the abortion?
Any radiologist, doctor or parent who does this is guilty of a crime. But despite this, it has not yet made a very big difference. People are little scared now in doing it, and that is why the cost has gone up.
For the medical practitioner, he's absolutely sure what he's doing it is wrong, it's ethically wrong, medically incorrect, but yet he does it for money. Not only does he do it, he actually justifies it.
It's a very lucrative money-making enterprise for them. So they don't want to come out collectively and say that, okay, this doctor is at fault, this clinic is at fault, prosecute them. Very few doctors have been prosecuted. After the law had been there for many, many years, maybe first prosecution came up in Haryana. So doctors are very much complicit. The law should be stepped up from that point of view. Because if they really fear that they will be prosecuted, then at least from their side the activity will become less.
A couple who wants a son gets pregnant. They go to a medical practitioner to find out whether it's a boy or a girl, which they pay for. And then if it's a girl, they pay or they give a contract to kill that girl.
In our research we found, some people who have undergone 8 abortions to try and get that male child. And then women also, because their status is associated with being the mother of a son.
I like to use the expression men without women because it has disastrous consequences.
People may not want daughters, but they are desperate for daughters-in-law, because daughters-in-law then come and do all the work. They produce the next generation. So if you did away with all the girls, where would you get daughters-in-law from? But people are not seeing that, no? Right now, because they are importing their daughters-in-law from other places. But you could get to a point where those places may not want to give you their daughters. Then what will happen?
Is there any way that I can have a boy baby? That's why they come. Baby, congratulations. They are not happy with that news, and this happens a lot of times. It was a difficult thing for me and for the baby's doctor to tell that to the parents. Features were resembling like a Down's baby.